when it comes to your children is that children regulate a little bit faster. Um, I'm just getting so upset. I gotta just be a little patient. Give me a second. They're reaching the end of their rope when it comes to their activity. They want to move on to something else. They're getting antsy, and I understand that. Let me just do it. So the reason why it works is that children regulate a little bit faster when their day to day is predictable. It doesn't have to be super routine and that it's the exact same thing at the exact same time on the exact same day. The way it's scheduled, planned out, it doesn't need to be rigid. Children don't really respond to rigidity with compliance or whatever it is that you're trying to be super routine and robotic about. In that way, they'll respond better to knowing what to expect. Because kids get anxiety too, they get nervous too, they get all of the same things we get. They get all the same things that we get, and they can't even manage it as well. So imagine what that's like. So what this looks like on a sliding scale and flexible in a flexible way in a lived life, not just on paper. It sounds pretty. It looks cool when you're writing it down. What this looks like in life is kind of what I touched on earlier, just signaling. You might not do it the same time every day. You might not do it at the same time every day. I'm rocking a baby. You might not do it at the same time every day or on the same day every week. These are the things that you're doing. Now this needs to be a little bit more routine. You can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can do whatever works for your family and what works for your household. As long as you're doing something and not doing nothing. That's self-explanatory, but just take it easy with yourself, especially if you have like a really, really, really young child or really young children. It's a lot of moving parts to your life, mom, and don't be hard on yourself. Don't overthink it. Do what you can do, bite off what you can chew, um, and do it to the max. If it's meaningful to you, do it with all of your strength. um, and then you don't have to do it anymore until you do it again. So don't beat yourself up about any of the logistics or the semantics of what you're doing. Just know that you just need to do it. Simple. So what this looks like, I just had a new baby. Like I said, I'm 7 days postpartum, and I'm not waking up that early. I'm up all night, all through the night. So if our schedule was to start homeschooling at 9 or like 8:30 to like 12, we might start at 10. We might start at 10:30. I might have to call an audible and we might not start until later, or I might not do anything until we're doing a coloring activity later, and I'm having an open conversation with them, and oh, well, that's interesting. Why'd you pick that color? I'm incorporating it because I got a little bit more practice and I can think on my toes when it comes to pivoting and steering and being intentional about what I'm saying and what I'm doing when it comes to interacting with my children, especially when we're in our prepared environment. When we're in our prepared environment, everything that they see, touch, feel, hear, do is going to be something that they're absorbing, that they're learning from. So that's why the prepared environment works as well, because it takes a lot off of your mental load. It allows you to um, not have to think as much, and certainly not have to overthink it. Um, so don't, like, be fluid with that. Be fluid with that aspect of it. And if you don't even get to it that day, that's fine. Do it tomorrow. Don't don't give up, and don't say I'm just not gonna do it, which is a thing. Don't just say I'm not gonna do it. Just say, okay, well, it didn't work, and we're well into our evening. I got to start dinner. I got to do this. Let them help with dinner. Give them a butter knife. Let them chop something up. My children, they won't let me rest unless I'm letting them. But that's just because it's a part of our lifestyle now. But um, yeah, that's all the stuff. Like, take it easy on yourself. Don't overthink it. Just get started. Just do it. This is a very just get started video. I feel like it's needful, because I remember floundering and my first time momhood. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Even having a background in early childhood education is one thing, but when in early childhood education, you get people's children. Now, the parents have sown the seeds and they've laid the foundation. Maybe they've started going over ABCs with their children. Maybe they haven't. If they did, okay. If they didn't, it doesn't really make that big of a difference. They come and get fed what they get fed. When they get the education that the institution I was a part of provided at the time. It's very different when you have that background and you're the parent that has to lay the foundation, and then you're also putting on an educator hat. So where you have to pick up where a parent will leave off, you have to make sure that the information is cohesive and consistent, and it flows. Okay, that's my cue. That's the Sandman calling. Um, I gotta get off the stage. I gotta get off the stage. I got some milk things to do, and I got some lunch things to do, and I got some attention to give. Until next time, I love you guys. You got this. I promise you got this. I promise you got this. I promise you got it. You got it. Okay. You got it. Well, this video goes off. Count on your fingers. Count on your fingers. Go get some Q-tips. Count them out. Lay them out. Make shapes with them. Make a square. Make a triangle. Make a circle. Might take more to make it, but literally start with what you have. Don't overthink it. You can't underthink it. Use literally everything that's within your environment. They're using it already. Children are absorbing everything at such a rapid rate. It's unquantifiable. Okay? They're absorbing the environment. Just give them in their environment what they need to be successful. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys.